Good evening and welcome to the News Hour Special Edition. I'm Madhadas Gopalakrishnan. Now, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal today appealed to the centre to allow all age groups to be able to get vaccinations. He in fact even proposed that his government would go door to door to deliver the vaccine, or administer it rather, to the citizens of the National Capital Region, particularly the territory of Delhi. Now, the BJP has hit out at Kejriwal, calling this scheme and proposal as something that is very impractical and an attempt to do politics. Listen into the reactions coming in from all sides.
मैंने केंद्र सरकार से कई बार हाथ जोड़ के निवेदन किया है, केंद्र सरकार को चिट्ठी भी लिखी है, प्रधानमंत्री जी को भी चिट्ठी लिखी है कि ये जितने रिस्ट्रिक्शन लगा रखे हैं वैक्सीनेशन के ऊपर, सब रिस्ट्रिक्शन हटा दीजिए। अभी तो ऐसे ज़रूरत है कि सरकार, हमारी सरकार तैयार है, दिल्ली सरकार तैयार है, हम घर घर जाके कोरोना की वैक्सीन लगाने को तैयार हैं। हमारे स्टाफ जो है वो घर घर जाके वैक्सीनेशन लगाने को तैयार है। 2 महीने 3 महीने के अंदर, मैं अभी मुख्यमंत्रियों की जब बैठक हुई उसमें और भी 2-3 मुख्यमंत्रियों ने कहा कि हम 3 महीने के अंदर पूरे अपने राज्य को कोरोना की वैक्सीन लगा देंगे। आप ये रिस्ट्रिक्शंस हटा दीजिए, 45 साल से ऊपर वालों को लगेगी। दिल्ली के अंदर जो मेरा डेटा है वो ये दिखाता है कि 65% मरीज दिल्ली के अंदर जो अब कोरोना के आ रहे हैं वो 35 साल से कम उम्र के हैं। तो अगर 65% मरीज 35 साल से कम उम्र के हैं तो कोरोना रुकेगा कैसे? कोरोना की साइकिल कैसे टूटेगी? वो तो तभी टूटेगी ना जब वैक्सीनेशन लगेगा।
I have written a letter to the Honorable Prime Minister requesting him to follow vaccine nationalism. That is an India first rule, which means that all 135 crore Indians must be vaccinated properly before this government indulges in vaccine diplomacy or any sort of diplomatic adventurism. Today you have a situation in our country where more than 64.5 million doses of vaccines have been exported out of India to more than 84 countries. And in India, the situation is that every state is facing an acute shortage of vaccine doses.
Well, it's laughable. I mean, we all know this vaccination can be given in a particular environment. It can't be given door to door. You need to call a person, and after vaccination, he to be in under medical supervision for half an hour. So he's trying to do sheer politics. He's trying to talk about some populist thing without going to the reality and without going through the technicalities of it. That technically this vaccine can be only given in a medical environment, in a hospital, in a dispensary, and a person need to be in hospital after vaccination for half an hour, and then it needs a particular cold storage. So he's just really trying to play politics. That's all.
अभी भी प्रिय प्रधानमंत्री जी रोज़ अवेयर भी करते हैं, इंतज़ाम भी है और कोई कमी नहीं आने देंगी, लेकिन कुछ लोग सिर्फ बातें करते हैं। ऐसी बात करनी नहीं चाहिए, उनको सिर्फ काम करना चाहिए। लोगों के जीवन का ये मामला है। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी शुड सेव द लाइफ, ये बयानबाजी से पता नहीं कब लोग ऊपर उठेंगे। ये बहुत अनफॉर्चुनेट है, केस बढ़ रहे हैं। इनको डोर टू डोर जाने से कोई रोकता है? इनको वैक्सीन से कोई रोकता है? बस खाम खा इन्होंने बस बोलना होता है टीवी पे।
You're watching the News Hour Special Edition, Debate Number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Our guest joining us live with us is Harish Khurana, spokesperson of BJP. Also live with us is Dr. Sanjeev Bagai. He's chairperson of Nephron. Live with us from the Aam Aadmi Party is Saurabh Bharadwaj. He's not just an MLA, but he's also a spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Dr. Arun Gupta, president of the Delhi Medical Council, also with us. Saurabh Bharadwaj, let me begin with you and let me ask you first and foremost, the BJP's criticism is that A, they say this is not practical. How will, for instance, the emergency response in case there is any kind of adverse reaction be granted? Because then you'll have to physically take that person to the hospital. There would be a delay in that. And B, they're also saying that this vaccine has to be administered under certain temperature conditions. It's going to be very difficult to actually take this door to door and ensure that the vaccine is as effective.
I think what the Chief Minister is saying, that irrespective of the constraint, irrespective of the fact that it is difficult, the Chief Minister and the health officials of Delhi are ready to take this as a challenge and we will deliver it. You know, we are also a responsible government. We are an elected government. It's not just Delhi government. Many other state governments have requested the center to, you know, stop controlling the vaccine. We don't understand why the center wants to control this vaccine. I think we are a responsible government, and we also have, you know, IAS officers, we also have bureaucrats, we also have health officials and best kind of hospitals with us. So it can be done. What we are saying is that when vaccine is being exported to other countries, we have exported almost 6.5 crore vaccines to other 84 countries, and we are today generating highest number of COVID positives across the world. So it is India which needs the vaccine most. And when we can vaccinate people, why are we hesitating it? And when we talk about any emergency response system, obviously it will not be the layman who will be, you know, vaccinating people. Obviously, the medical staff will be there to vaccinate. We can have ambulances placed locally. And when you vaccinate people in dispensaries,
Okay.
I'm sure, you know, in dispensaries, you don't have emergency equipment. You don't have ICUs in vaccine when you vaccinate people in the dispensaries. It is happening. Secondly, in Haryana and in Noida, vaccination camps are being conducted in the colonies, but Delhi government is not being given permission by the central government to hold these camps also. Now, I just want to know from the BJP spokesperson, how can you have camps in different colonies in Gurgaon and Noida while you are saying that you have to
Saurabh
give
Bhardwaj,
administrative
before I pose, okay, I'm going to put that question to the BJP. It's an important point that you've made, but breaking news coming in. Maharashtra's daily COVID count has crossed 60,000. It is at 63,000 fresh cases of corona that have been recorded today. 63,294 to be more specific is the exact number of cases that is rising in Maharashtra. This comes on the back of an important meeting where all considerations, even that of a complete lockdown, were on the table. That was discussed with the task force and the chief minister who were present over there. 349 deaths also being reported from Maharashtra. Let me take this question that Saurabh has raised across to Harish Khurana. Harish Khurana, now the point that he is making is twofold. He says that we have the resources. It is on us to actually implement this. Leave it to us to do it. He also says that in UP and in Haryana, this is his allegation that he just mentioned, there are camps that are being organized in colonies, but Delhi government is being denied the permission to do so. He says this is hypocrisy of the BJP. Please respond to his charge.
Madhan, this is not for the first time Aam Aadmi Party is alligating like anything, and end of the day things have gone out of hand. We have seen twice, we have seen that. I would like to ask Saurabh Bhardwaj, who is also MLA, how much budget you have kept for vaccination in Delhi? This is a budget statement, paragraph number 44. Aam Aadmi Party free COVID vaccine has been proposing as 50 crores. 500 rupees is the vaccine cost for 2 doses. That means only 10 lakh rupees has been proposed. 10 lakh people, for 10 lakh people has been proposed for by the Delhi government. This is the actual truth. How many government vaccination centers are there? Only 56. No Mohalla clinic has been given a vaccination, has been deployed as a vaccination center. So this is the actual truth and the ground reality of the Aam Aadmi Party government in Delhi. So my point is, when you have only allocated 10 lakh rupees, 10 lakh people money in the budget, how you are claiming that door-to-door campaign can be happen? Nobody is stopping you. Nobody is doing anything with you. But the problem is, they know since last 1 year they have failed twice.
Okay. Okay, direct charge on Saurabh Bhardwaj. Saurabh Bhardwaj, you have no budget and yet you are promising the moon. That is the charge of Harish Khurana.
Because he has never been elected even a councillor in Delhi, he doesn't know about these intricacies. There is no need for budget allocation for vaccinating. This is an emergency use. We can allocate as much money we want for vaccination. We need not worry about it. What we are saying is, let central government give us vaccines and we will vaccinate people. And regarding Mohalla clinics, when central government is not ready to give us vaccines, why will we open more centers? Because the vaccine supply is limited by the central government. Once they open up the supplies, we will start giving it door to door. This is what the chief minister is saying. And it is not, we are saying it in a press conference. We said it even to the prime minister in his meeting. And it is not just Delhi. Many other state government chief ministers said that
Madhav,
dear
I want to
Mr. Prime
rebut.
Minister, vaccination.
Madhav, I
we
want to
are
rebut
ready
on
to
this.
Yeah. Okay, Saurabh Bharadwaj, you made an important point. Harish
Madhav,
Khurana,
I
this
want to
is
rebut
not
on
just
this.
about Delhi specifically.
See,
It is about
I
other
want to
states
rebut on
also.
this.
Yes, Harish, I'm asking you a simple question. Is it not a
Give me 2
fact that
seconds.
today we are looking at a situation where the vaccine drives have picked up in states, but the actual supplies of vaccines are not quite where one would have liked it to be? Harish? Isn't the onus on the centre,
Madhavan,
sir, for providing the vaccine?
my dear
Harish Khurana.
friend has said one thing, this is an emergency situation. Then why have you kept it in your budget? Why have you kept 50 crores in your budget? And this is a budget statement for paragraph number 44. You can read this. I'm not a councillor, okay, but my father has governed
First
Delhi.
you contest
So I
an
know
election,
what-
win an
what
election
we
somewhere,
want
become a
to put in the
councillor
budget.
at least.
So please,
You don't know
fool
anything
the
about
Delhi
it.
people.
No,
At least become a
personal
councillor
allegations,
somewhere if
personal
BJP gives you a
allegations.
ticket.
Okay, I don't
Saurabh
know.
Bharadwaj and
This is the-
Harish.
then why have you
Saurabh,
kept-
I'm going to request
why
you
have
and
kept
Harish,
the
no
budget?
personal
50 crores
charges,
in this
please.
budget. Why have you kept? Why have you kept?
Arey, you don't know.
Tell me
It
now.
is just
Tell
a
the
local-
nation. Why have you kept
You don't know about
Aam
it.
Aadmi Party, Aam Aadmi free COVID vaccine for 50 crore
Arey,
rupees?
if you want
Tell
to
me
give
now.
vaccine to the people, give it to us. If you don't want to give it, say it, you don't want to give it. You just want to export it to the world. You don't want to give it to
You
the
don't
people
have
of
a
India.
budget to buy
Say
it.
it now.
You don't have a budget to
Why
buy.
are you
have not
finding
kept the budget to
excuses?
buy it. Please don't fool the people. How many
And then
vaccination
get
centers are there in Delhi for government? Only 56. Only 56. Can I give you the list on the channel right now? I'll give it to you.
Government is
All
not
right.
giving
Give it
the
to you.
vaccines
So
to the
don't
states.
take
What
people
will
tell
states
fool.
do while opening the centers? There are no
There are
enough
only
vaccines
56
from the
centers of
government. You don't
government
understand
centers in
this.
Delhi.
We are debating a simple point whether you want to give
Baba,
vaccines
how
to
many
the states or
COVID
not.
vaccination centers are
Answer
there in
yes or
Delhi?
no.
Tell
You
me
don't
now.
want to give it to
Tell
us.
me how many
You
COVID
want it
centers
to
are there?
export it to
Madhavan,
Somalia,
just ask
Okay,
Zambia,
okay.
Bangladesh,
Madhavan,
Pakistan.
Gentlemen, I'm
You
going to
don't
come
want
in
to
now.
give it to
I
India.
want to bring in the
Government
doctors who are on the
vaccination
panel. I want to get in their
Only
word as
56.
medical experts as to the feasibility of this particular suggestion. Harish, just a second. Just calm down. We are veering off from the subject, which is today's proposal of Delhi for door-to-door delivery of the vaccine. And I want to begin with Dr. Sanjeev Bagai. Dr. Bagai, is this in your view something that is practical? There are a lot of problems. The vaccines, temperature, the amount of wastage that could potentially take place, the efficacy of the vaccine, whether this could lead to any other adverse events, and if there are adverse events, whether the response time would be adequate. These are some of the questions that come up when we talk about doorstep delivery of the vaccine. Is this a practical suggestion in your view?
Good evening, Madhav. Good evening, everyone, and good evening, viewers. I will not be oscillating in between the political parties. I'll keep my discussion purely on medical facts. Although on paper this proposal looks very nice and fancy, but I think it's not a practical decision which can be implemented easily on the ground. And the facts are as follows. We will be having a huge difficulty, especially in the summer months where the temperatures will be crossing 40 degrees environmentally, to keep a cold storage between 2 to 8 degrees. Second is we will be pulling very essential and important manpower away from the overstretched healthcare facilities, keeping in mind that the peak may come next month. Third very important thing is that we will have difficulty in monitoring. This is not an oral polio drop. This is an injectable. It has to be given safety-wise. We have to keep a paramount importance that there are no adverse reactions. The last most important point in this segment is, in case there are any adverse reactions or if there's even any local reaction, this may actually escalate into further vaccine hesitancy. I think we should bring the vaccine as close to home as possible. We can involve RWS, community centers, local corporates, local MNCs, and give it at a large scale, including sports stadiums and things like this. Involve all medical institutions, but I'm not on medical grounds in favor of having home vaccination. With regards certain amount of vaccines which are going abroad, Madhav, just allow me 30 seconds. It's extremely important for all the panelists and the viewers to know that this vaccine was actually manufactured within 10 months and rolled out within a year, primarily because of international collaborations. You can't use international database. Clinical trials were done in South Africa, in England, in Brazil, and then our commitment to Gavi, COVAX and WHO is something if we don't honor, I don't think it will be fair. And last most important point is no one is safe. Neither India is safe, no one is safe unless until most parts of the world are safe. This is a global commitment that we will supply certain amount of vaccines because the mutations are taking place. We may protect every Indian. I'm repeating, we may protect every Indian, by having vaccination done. But if the mutations are still taking place in countries which are unfortunately not capable of having the vaccine supplies given to them, not having the capability to manufacture them, at some point of time that mutant is going to come and haunt us again. And the last most important thing is vaccination is the most important arm of public health intervention tool which we have. In just 10 seconds, Madhav, just today there is a CDC data which has been released from US that the efficacy converting into effectiveness on the ground is 99.98% to prevent breakthrough infections. It's a near 100%. So let us focus purely on medical science, give the vaccines as quickly as possible, accelerate it, but let us not be reckless.
I want to start. You've covered a lot of points. I just want to bring you back on the debating point, which is primarily the doorstep delivery. Dr. Arun Gupta, several points that have been made here by Dr. Bagai, where he says that he feels that you can do it in the neighborhood, mohalla clinics, or you can do it in the community centers, but there has to be a controlled environment in which the vaccine is administered, because there are too many issues, not just in terms of the temperature, but also in terms of management, which would go against this kind of doorstep delivery that the Delhi Chief Minister has spoken about today. Your views on this?
I think one point we all must understand, we are at a war, I would say. This war we have been fighting for 1 year now. And as a scientist, a doctor, I don't see we are winning this war in any soon time. So when we are at a war, then you have to mobilize all your resources in whatever way you can. Now, as far as vaccination is concerned, giving at every nook and corner, we have been doing this for so many decades. Now, in the Universal Immunization Program, we have been vaccinating all our children all across the country, right from small center to the Anganwadi workers. Also, all those vaccines have a similar possibility or side effects. We have been managing them very well. But when you are at a war, every citizen of the globe is concerned, then you have to naturally think beyond the conventional way. And you have to think beyond the conventional way, and you have to think all possible routes. So doorstep vaccination, to my mind, is quite a possible thing. It can be done. It can be done because Delhi has resources, Delhi has manpower, and Delhi has done this thing earlier also. So as far as managing this cold chain and manpower and the resources, these are smaller things which can be managed. And when you are at such a the stakes are such a high,
but
then you don't have
too much of strain on the system, sir. You don't believe it will put too much of strain on an already stretched system?
I agree that will put some strain on the system, but when you are at a war, then I think government, central government, state government must mobilize all our non-essential works because we have seen only vaccine can prevent this catastrophe or this pandemic from spreading further. So that the vaccination is the only way, then you have to mobilize all your resources. I don't think the resources, any other thing is important as vaccination right now. So I think government, Delhi has done things like last pandemic.
I want to get in a quick word. I want to get in a quick word. Yeah, I want to get in a quick word from Dr. Bagai as well before I go back to our political panelists. Dr. Bagai, an important point that's being made here is that, extreme situations call for extreme measures. That's the point that he's making. And also the fact that those below 45, particularly those with comorbidities, those who are exposed, to public-facing jobs, like, for instance, those who work in railway stations, or bus conductors, or even air hostesses and so on and so forth, who have to deal with people, bank tellers for instance, such categories of people also are at very high risk. Shouldn't they be considered for the vaccination as well, even if they are below 45?
There are 2 points in your question. The first point is, we know that the healthcare facilities are as it is stretched even pre-pandemic. Let us not put an extra strain on it. Let us take the vaccine to the local communities and give it there. It's easier to monitor. It's easier in terms of logistics, temperature control, maintaining social distancing, data monitoring, and of course monitoring of the patient post-vaccination. And having been in the vaccination field myself for the last 35 years, I can say it with a lot of conviction that let us be cautious. Let us not have any adverse reaction. The next point which you asked is with regards the age limit and below 45. I've said this for the last month and a half that age should not be a criteria for the vaccination drive. We should do target vaccination. It has been proven in the recent publications that we can save as much as up to 17 to 44% more lives if we do target vaccination. We have to give the vaccines to below 45, especially for those who are extremely clinical vulnerable. immunocompromised cancer patients, solid organ tumors, blood cancer patients, dialysis patients, chronic kidney, chronic liver patients, post-transplant patients. These are extremely vulnerable because they are medically super spreaders. So I completely endorse it that the vaccine should also be given below 45 to the extremely high risk category. This is called as target vaccination. I'm with it. I would request the government that it should be done as per yesterday.
All right, Dr. Arun Gupta, my point is very simple. Earlier, one of our panelists, I think it was Dr. Bagai, who mentioned that, there have been doorstep delivery of vaccinations, but that's only been there in the case of oral vaccines, such as in the case of pulse polio, and that's also only for the mop-up doses. This kind of injectable vaccination door-to-door has never been done ever before. Why should we take a risk at such a crucial time? Because we'll also, in a sense, be endangering those healthcare workers who actually do this last mile delivery of the vaccine.
I would like to again reiterate here, because you are facing the extreme situations, and healthcare delivery system have been going door to door in the form of healthcare workers and Anganwadi workers. So we have an urgency of vaccination also. You cannot keep on dragging it for years and decades like we've been doing for polio or other diseases. Now it has to be done. It has to be done very quickly. And once you have decided to do it very quickly before the mutation set in, it has to be done within a time frame of mind. Now you want to do it in a couple of months or 3 months. You have to cover Delhi or the country. Then you have to devise other methods also. Now I know that there would be logistics problem. There may be some operational issues there here and there, but I think it's quite feasible. Quite because I am also a pediatrician. Last 30 years we have been doing vaccination. I think the temperature maintenance, other things can be settled, and I think I'm pretty confident if you have to beat this pandemic, you have to go all out at a war footing, and all the measures, including door-to-door vaccination, has to be instituted as soon as possible.
All right, I want to open this up a little bit and broaden our scope. We've been talking about the specific problems of Delhi, but Harish Khurana, the problem that the Chief Minister also referred to is that the allegation coming in from various parties, particularly opposition parties, and now even one of the BJP-ruled states, Uttarakhand, is also saying that they are short on vaccines. So while the centre has consistently denied that there is any shortage of vaccines, at least 8 states now have come forward to say that we don't have vaccines at the level that we require. This is something that the centre could have planned for 6, 8 months, 5 months in advance to ensure that the supply of vaccine does not hit this kind of a roadblock. Would you agree with that, Harish Khurana?
Madhav, one thing is, we assure you on your channel, there is no shortage of vaccination at all. And this has been given, this statement has also been given by Health Ministry of the country. Today in Delhi, 1,04,862 vaccination has been taken care of, and 20,70,868 vaccination has been given to the people till date. That means 10 to 12% of the people of Delhi has been vaccinated. So this is actual truth given by the government only. This is not my data. This is Delhi government's own data. That today 1 lakh vaccination has been given to the people. So where is the shortage? My point is only this: you don't have a proper infrastructure. Only 52 government vaccination centers, in which 35 of them only Delhi government has vaccination centers. Why are they not using Mohalla clinics for the vaccination?
Harish Khurana, you may say that opposition parties are doing politics. Is the Uttarakhand government an opposition-ruled state? It is a BJP-ruled state, sir. They are saying they are short on vaccines. Surely this is beyond politics now.
Madhav, I know about my city. I know about my Delhi. This is the actual data which is being given by Delhi government only. That today 1 lakh people have been vaccinated, and total 20,70,000 people have been vaccinated till date. This is not my data, this is Delhi government own data. So if 20 lakh people have been vaccinated till date, that means almost 10 to 12% of the people of Delhi already been vaccinated. And this will be increasing day by day. So my point is, the Aam Aadmi Party has a habit of creating a panic. This has been, we have seen twice. Previously also. So my point is, why don't you...
Mr. Saurabh Bharadwaj, you are panic mongering, you are not sticking to the facts. Over 12% of Delhi has already been inoculated. Why are you creating panic? That is Harish Khurana's question to you.
Okay, I think from his voice only, people can make out who is in panic. What I am trying to say is that people are dying. And in India, we are generating highest number of COVID positives per day across the world. And if you apply simple mathematics, if we are able to vaccinate only 10 crore people, that also one dose.
Saurabh, tell me this data is right or wrong? Saurabh, tell me this data is right or wrong? Tell me this thing. Your own data, your own Delhi government data is right or wrong? Tell me this thing. Tell the Delhi people, tell the country that your data is wrong.
Listen to the maths. Even if with this data, it will take 5 years for you to vaccinate the whole country. You're not understanding the maths.
You can question
even if this data is correct.
5 minutes left. Let him respond.
This
okay, Saurabh, make your point.
This data is right or wrong? Tell me. This data is right or wrong? Tell me yes or no.
Data is right, but with this rate, you will need 5 years to vaccinate the whole Delhi. Can we wait for 5 years? You don't understand this simple maths. People are dying every day.
1 lakh people are vaccinated
within
in Delhi.
month.
1 lakh people have been vaccinated in Delhi.
You don't understand this thing. With this rate, we will take 5 years to vaccinate the whole country. We cannot afford this, Mr. Khurana. You have to understand it. You have to open vaccination. You have to release the control. Why do you want to export these vaccines to the other third world countries when we don't have vaccines? Countries like America, England, they are buying vaccines from other countries. Why do you want to export vaccines to somebody else? Just because you want to make your image in other countries, you cannot export it. Our people in this country are dying. You have to understand this. With this rate which you are showing, it will take 5 years for us to vaccinate
I just want to come in here. I think Dr. Bagai made a point very clear that about a third of the vaccines that were exported were for Gavi, and about I believe 50% or so were through commercial deals. Only about 15 to 20%, if I'm not mistaken, were those that were sent to other countries. So that's a very small proportion of the actual exports that have gone into what is called vaccine maitri or vaccine diplomacy or whatever one chooses to call it. So isn't this more of a political point? Gavi is a commitment that India has made before using that technology that has come in from abroad.
Madhav, the important point here is that India wouldn't have had that kind of base of vaccines if we hadn't actually got an international collaboration. The second point, which a lot of people have this misconception, is that we have to vaccinate all of India. That is not true. Please understand, this vaccine so far within the Indian diaspora has not been approved for children, neither for the overseas scenario. If you take out the children, which is 35% of Indian population, and the lactating and the pregnant ladies, you have a volume of which you have to do 60% of that given segment, of the leftover segment, to reach herd immunity.
Okay.
That's anywhere in the range of 45 to 50 crore people. I'm absolutely sure we will reach it. My only end point submission to everyone is, let us not fight. We will be scoring self-goals. We will defeat our own purpose. We need unity. We need a focused approach with everyone batting together, being vaccine ambassadors, being mask ambassadors, and being ambassadors of good social distancing and good responsible moral behavior, not only to us, but to our own nation.
I think that's very well summed up, Dr. Bagai. Saurabh Bharadwaj, quick closing comments from you. Would you like to respond to Dr. Bagai? Because he's giving you a very balanced medical perspective. He's indicating A, why those vaccines had to be exported, the bulk of them at least, and also B, the point that rather than getting into politics over such a sensitive issue, all should work together to ensure that the vaccines are delivered to the widest cross-section possible in the least amount of time.
Madhavan, even if I agree to Dr. Bagai's calculation that 10 crore doses have been delivered and we need, for let's say 70 crore people, 140, 100 crore vaccinations, it will take us another 3 years. Can India afford another 3 years to get vaccinated? I think we can't even afford another 6 months. This is what I'm saying. There is a hurry, there is a need to panic. I am in panic.
Madhav, can I last comment
of the
Okay, Harish wants to respond to you. Yes, Harish.
Madhav, last.
Quickly, make your point.
No, he will
Madam,
just.
my only
Go ahead,
submission
make
is,
your point
I think
quickly.
Saurabh Bhardwaj is creating a panic. Today, 1,04,000 people have been vaccinated. That means in next 3 months,
Why are they not giving these
80%
vaccines
of
to the
Delhi will be
state
get
governments? The state
vaccinated.
governments
I think
are
what
ready to
matters,
take
I don't know
this
what mathematics
responsibility.
is
We are
using
saying that we
it,
will
5
take
years
this
or not.
responsibility.
If 1
Give
lakh
us
people
these
are vaccinated
vaccines.
daily,
We are ready to
100
do
days,
it. Why
in
are they
100 days,
panicking?
it will
Why are they not
be,
interested in it? They are
almost
just
whole Delhi will be
interested
get
in making their
vaccinated. So
big.
I don't know what kind of mathematics he's using it.
All right. I'll have to leave it there for the moment. I'd like to thank all our panelists for joining us. Harish Khurana, Saurabh Bhardwaj, Dr. Bagai, who joins us on the panel, as well as Dr. Arun Gupta of the Delhi Medical Council. Thanks so much for joining us. It's been quite an enlightening debate. The politics over the vaccines and coronavirus continues. Can our political parties work together to ensure that situations that currently exist, for instance, where states are looking at complete lockdowns, do not exist? Can we ensure that not just vaccination but also prevention such as masks and social distancing is more strictly implemented? And the most important onus, we can hold any government accountable, but is that if citizens act responsibly. So as viewers, it's our duty to ensure that as citizens, not just we but all around us are masked up, ensure social distancing, so that we can break the cycle of the spread of coronavirus. Thanks so much for joining us on debate number 1. We'll be back on the other side of this very short break with news coming in from West Bengal.
The News Hour Special Edition will be right back after this break.